Hello, this is Valerie Aiello, and you're listening to Idea Diary. Thanks for coming back to my office and hanging out. So, I'm working on having a daily 15-minute podcast, and I'm trying to add a daily article with the show. And I was going to try to, combine them, kind of make them make sense together. But I don't think I'm ready for that because I feel like that's slowing me down right at this moment. Not that I don't plan on doing that. I feel like that seems like if everything kind of just like meshes well, then it'll be easy and faster. But at the moment, I feel like just writing about something that's just easy to write about. And then if I come and talk about the same thing, it just feels like kind of boring right at this moment, because I just think I've got to get a little bit better before I can do that. I feel like I've confidently organized my time, the amount of time that it's going to take me to do it on a daily basis. If I miss a day, I'm not going to beat myself up over it because I feel like 5 shows out of a week is amazing, but 7 is the goal. I think if I get 300 shows out of the year, out of 365 days, I feel like that's a great accomplishment. Just every day I'm going to push forward, and if something takes me off my game, then I'm just going to kind of move on and, keep going the next day and not slow down. So the reason why I am doing a show, even though it's not something that comes natural, it's not something that's easy. It's actually really uncomfortable and weird. The one thing that I do have is that I do have the skills already to record something and to edit something, and that makes it a lot easier. But actually learning how to speak is something that I want to achieve at some level of some sort of quality. So whatever that first level of professional speaking is, I'm good with that. So whatever that is, I just want to be able to speak well. I want to be able to communicate using the internet and showing off my personality. I feel like those things are going to be very important for the future. So starting January 2021, I feel like we are just going to be living in a totally brand new place. Everything has changed, and not that everything is going to change, but I feel like the way we use social media is going to be totally different. The way that obviously everybody will be more comfortable being online and being on Zoom. And I'm just always really impressed with people that can just have a YouTube channel and just talk it out and just have a conversation. And I find it fun to check out their channels and do different things, and I find it valuable to hear different perspectives, and I just kind of want to be in on the conversation, I guess. Whether or not I'm good enough, we'll see. But as far as business goes, I feel like if you have a business of any kind, it's not that you absolutely have to have a podcast or have a video show on whatever platform you choose. I do kind of feel like you have to have it, if you know what I mean. It's so easy that it's crazy. And by easy, I don't mean it's easy to be good at it. It's easy to find the time in the day to actually do a daily show. And I think a 5-minute to 15-minute is totally fine. You don't have to be able to ramble on for an hour. I'm choosing to just be by myself because I don't want anything holding me back. I want to be able to turn on everything, push record, and upload something without needing a guest or needing help from anybody else, because creating things to where you're kind of counting on somebody else can slow you down when that other person isn't available, or whatever it is. If you just need help editing or something like that, you've got to get yourself over the hump of needing help from somebody, because just being able to do it yourself is going to quadruple your chances of being consistent. I'm looking at this as hopefully its own revenue stream. I think any company starting now should have their own little production department, and you should have audio, video, something for your audience to get something valuable out of whatever you got to share. I'm my only person at my company. So I am the production department. I don't know if this will become a revenue stream. I'm hoping somehow, some way, this does help me possibly sell the products that I make. But even if it's not a kind of marketing platform of any kind, it's still worth it. I'm still getting good at speaking or getting better at speaking. And that puts me in a place where I'm not going to feel uncomfortable jumping on someone else's podcast to do publicity. And, I just think it's overall so much more helpful to get a daily practice in. We'll see what comes of it. So either if it's a marketing platform or a revenue stream, or it's just a way for me to get better at being me and be able to communicate. All those three things are a win-win, and I'm here for it. So the amount of time that I'm deciding to invest a day into myself is recording the daily show. And that's including editing, including upload time, is 1 hour process. I can kind of dilly-dally and mess around and get distracted, and it can be a 2 hour process or even longer. But usually if I can just decide, all right, I got to film, I got to edit, I got to upload it fast, we're talking an hour. And that is not hard at all. It's kind of like instead of running on a treadmill for an hour, I'm just doing a daily show. And I feel like it's easy to work in and it's fun to do. I'm sure at some point you might get sick of doing daily shows, but at this point, I'm having fun. It's interesting. It takes an hour. I definitely squeeze it in and make time for it, and I look forward to it. So with the podcast, I'm uploading to YouTube and I'm uploading to Anchor. Both of those platforms I can make money potentially. Obviously, I haven't started yet, but the potential's there. I'm not wasting my time uploading stuff to Facebook, or I guess there might be an ad revenue system in Facebook. I'm not sure, but I'm sticking with the platforms that already have some sort of monetary system in place. I'm not really going to focus on Instagram or Facebook. I'm kind of done with that. I'm kind of bored. I'm going to the places where I can make money. And actually, it's bringing up my overall online appearance because I have to take it more seriously, all that stuff. So a video podcast has potential to make money. I'm learning, I'm having fun, has the potential to help me with my publicity for whatever I decide to need publicity for. The next thing that I'm doing is I want to add an article a day. So my weakest skill is writing. I've got to get over the fear that there will be bad articles that I have written out in the world, and that's just how it is, because I've got to figure out a way to get better at writing. I write terrible run-on sentences. I'm used to maybe writing emails. And in emails, you're not really worried about perfect structure. And obviously, you always care about it making sense. But it's kind of just taking that to the next level. So I'm using Medium for that. So Medium has a monetized system to where I can upload an article and people can read it for free, or the people inside Medium that are Medium members. I don't know if regular people are Medium members or it's just a bunch of people that write articles on Medium, reading other people's articles on Medium, but whatever it is, there's a chance. And I feel like it's not a total waste of time. I know a lot of people have tried different blogs and different things, and they do it and they're not really able to monetize it, even though they try really hard. I'm not really interested in having a blog in that way, but the Medium system does seem like there's already community there. It does seem interesting. Seems like a lot of potential for a little less stress because there's already an audience there. All you have to do is make your titles and make your stories good, and then hopefully eventually Medium members will come read it and come check it out. With the article, I'm adding original illustration with that. So if I think about it, best case scenario, I can write an article in 2 hours, illustrate in 1 hour. So that's kind of a 3 hour process. That's without being distracted. I could be distracted and it'd take a little longer But if I really just say that's what I'm doing right now, let's wrap it up and do it. I think a 3-hour little window for that is possible. And I'm just doing 3-minute reads. I'm not trying to write like some huge deep novel. I'm thinking of it in a way of, it's kind of like a social media element of what's in my brain. What can I write for 3 minutes that could be helpful? Putting that out in the world on some very beginning professional level of writing. The only way I know it's going to be real bad until it's not. And there's a lot of things I need to learn, but I just have to get started somewhere. So that's kind of a 4-hour daily commitment. Plus, I'm going to add one more little thing to my little daily routine of things that I think would all kind of mesh together. So I'm going to do a daily merch item using Amazon merch, which I've already been a part of for some time. I kind of just put it to the side because I think a lot of the Amazon merch designs are, I don't know, it's just not something that easily comes out of me. You know, I feel like I can make a cute t-shirt design for random things, but I think my mind goes super random, and the people that want to buy fun joke t-shirts and just fun t-shirts on Amazon merch, I'm just not in there. I'm not really that customer, and I'm not in their mindset, and I don't really know how to get big sales on Amazon merch. I've definitely got small ones. The Amazon merch game is a numbers game, so if I can figure out a fun way to take away all the pressure and just think, okay, what in the show today could make a fun t-shirt, or what in my article today could make a fun t-shirt, I think I can just design a quick t-shirt in an hour, definitely. It's sort of like having a design prompt. If the show has a theme and the article has a theme, I feel like somewhere in there I can think of a quick shirt that I can just whip out, and if nobody buys it, it comes off Amazon merch and I get an extra slot to put in a new design. And I feel like with Amazon merch, it is a numbers game, along with having good ideas and be able to like capture that audience of people that want to buy holiday shirts and joke shirts on Amazon. Capturing that, obviously you're going to get sales, but obviously it can also be a numbers game. So if I have 1,000 designs up, I could get to that point. I mean, I would just love for Amazon merch to be an extra $1,000 a month without doing anything, because I have 1,000 designs that I've sold somewhere, somehow, to someone, and it's just kind of rolling it in. So I know a lot of people make like $7,000 a month on the Amazon merch. Even $500 just making t-shirt designs in your free time, I feel like is not lame. I feel like there's something to it, and I think at some point you could launch your own little business off of whatever ideas come to you along the way, using your Amazon merch as kind of a practice product platform for yourself. But you definitely can make money on Amazon merch. So if I definitely can make money on Amazon merch, if I get good enough with Medium, I'm making money with that. If I can somehow wrangle in sponsorships or Google ads using Anchor and YouTube, I could possibly make money doing that, all while becoming a better speaker and a better writer and a better just overall me. 5 hours a day seems kind of worth it. It feels worth it, and it's fun. So I kind of broke down my timeline of my 24-hour period, which in 24 hours, if I sleep for 8, which I definitely sleep at least 8 hours, I'm a sleeper, and if I don't sleep enough, I will take a nap. So we'll just cut out 8 hours of sleep. So that's 16 hours left. So if I work out for an hour, which I try to do, that's 15 hours of work time. So if I take 5 hours out of that for my podcast article, personal brand marketing time, then that leaves me with 10 hours a day to create the things that I really do. I just feel like the 5-hour working on the show and the article stuff, it's just fine-tuning my crazy brain. So I feel like even though I'm jumping from product to product or project to project, I'm still doing something consistent that I feel like gels it all together, so I can be lazy or I can be super productive. And either way, I'm getting something done that is overall making my business even better. So that's what I'm doing today. I just thought I would share because I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate the article into the YouTube channel, possibly the show. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Just moving forward, and I'm keeping on working and having fun. So I guess that's the show for today. I still don't know how to end the show, but I almost do. And so I'm just going to play the music.